So sometimes I take a notion to not be able to go to sleep or go back to sleep. And if I'm laying there for 15 or 20 minutes and I can't go to sleep, I usually get up, watch TV, play video game, or be productive. Tonight, in this case, I've decided to be productive. I have Sabrina who is asking me in an email. I'm having trouble converting a simple lines design into a satin stitch. I followed multiple of your videos carefully, and it just doesn't seem to be working. I've gotten several different errors and can't seem to correct them. Would you be able to help with this? I'll give it my best shot. So, this is the design in question. It looks like a simple line art design for the most part, with a little bit of fill in there. The problem being, the entire thing is fill, including this line right here is fill. So if I select that line, which selects almost everything, and see how much of that path is that, it's almost the entire image. When I go to fill and stroke and I turn fill off, it goes away just like if I hit it. So the entire piece is fill. That doesn't convert into satin stitches. Not very easily. So, in this case, the best option is going to be what is normally the best option, and that's just to draw it out. What you need to draw out. When I said earlier that you can't turn a fill stitch into a satin stitch, I lied a little bit. Yes, you can, and I'm going to show you how to do that as well. It's not, you have to convert, you have to manually convert the fill to a satin to, you'll see. But it can be done, and I'm going to show you how to do that with the tail. So there's going to be some neat things here. And here we go. Alrighty. So bear in mind, the best way to find out if your simple looking line is a fill or a stroke is to go to the fill and stroke tab. Well, go to your objects and select at least some of the object or all of the object, and then go to your fill and stroke. If you select no fill and it goes away, it disappears like that, it's fill, not stroke. You need a stroke in order to get satin stitch, mostly. I'm going to show that minor caveat here shortly. But yeah, that's how you find out. So if it's a fill, you're stuck in the same predicament. So here we go. I am going, I gotta go. I guess I gotta show that again. Okay, so here's our fill. And we're just gonna have to draw over the top. I'm gonna take everything that's here and I'm gonna go ahead and group that. And I'm going to make another layer. Doesn't matter what the name is. And I'm going to shove that right into that same layer. Now I'm working in the layer in the group. Working in the layer, but not in the group. Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay, so we're going to take our Bezier tool. Yeah, I guess I need to lighten that down, the opacity down a little bit, so that and see what I'm doing here. And all I did was just move that opacity right there down to about half. All right, now we can get in there. Click the layer so I'm not in the half opacity group. With the Bezier tool, we're just going to start following lines. And I'm just going to follow right up through here. To right about there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and select roughly a 1.25 mil, something like that, and see how it compares to what's there. You don't want less than 1. 1.5 mil is ideal. 1.25 mil is okay. So we're going to go with the 1.25 because I think that line right there is pretty small. Okay, not bad. Not too bad. Now I'm going to select the nodes tool. I'm going to push Control A for all. And then I'm going to select one of these symmetric options. Smooth. Yeah, let's go with smooth. And we should be pretty good. Yes. You want to make sure that we are covering all of that line. In fact, if we're not, we're going to make that width even wider. I'm actually going to set that. Let's see what 1.5 looks like. I might go more than that. Let's go with 2. Okay, we'll go with 2, and then later on we'll bring it down. So that's what we're going to do. Now, I'm going to go in here, hit my Bezier tool again, and I'm going to start right about here. And we're going to follow this line around. Love it when a plan comes together. And a couple days later, fully rested and ready to go. Picking up from where I left off, I'm going to take all of these things that I made, select all of them, and group. After grouping, I'm going to hide and lock so I can't accidentally change any of it. I can't do the automatic thing like I was hoping to, so that means we're going to get to do all this manually. So we're going to select that and that. We're going to switch from it being no fill to a stroke so we can get in here and manipulate nodes. We're going to zoom way in to places I know I want to delete. And selecting the nodes tool, zooming way in, I'm going to select that node right there. I'm going to select this thing right here, which is break the path, and break the path. Now I have 2 nodes that these 2 can be pulled away. I'm going to double click right about here, and I'm going to do the same thing. Break that one away. Pull that one away. Pull that one up there. Make it roundabout. And then I'm going to select both of these nodes and join them together. So I'm basically just turning the path, and I can put another node here if I want to make it a little bit more like. Okay, there's that. I can select all of these, just delete those, and we'll come up here where we leave off. I'm going to swing this one around. So, and connect it to that one. Join those two together. And figure out why it's... Okay, there we go. And if we're not sure, we can just make it square. And now we're good. Okay. So this right here, we have that already. We don't need that again. We need to basically do the same thing here. I'm going to break that one right about there. Zoom in a little more. Figure out. There we go. I'm going to delete that one because it's weird. So that line that's going up, we don't need that one anymore. We'll delete that one. We're going to cut it away there, like that. We're going to bring these two close, join them together to make one. Pull that one away. Select both of those, delete, catch up with it later. And we're kind of going to do the same thing here with probably that one. Cut it away. That can go to there. Going to cut that one away. Make it go there. Connect the two together. Join. Clean this up a little bit like so. Alrighty. Join that to the wrong one, didn't I? Sure did. Okay. Cut that one. We will cut that one. Okay. And that one was supposed to. That one goes away. That one goes away. That one goes away. Two together. Wing. Okay, that's what we needed. You can go this whole string right here. Just like that. And then those two. All that. We can show, we can unhide that to see, okay, all of that needs to go. So we'll just keep on deleting. That one needs to go away as well. Okay, so I believe we're at where we need it to be. You know, you need to figure out what to do with the tail. The tail is its own object. I definitely want to get rid of some of those nodes, so we're going to simplify it with path. Simplify. So much. Let's go ahead and pull these edges over. What do we have? What is that? Up there on its own like that. Okay. So you remember earlier when I said you can't take a fill stitch and turn it into a satin? I'm fixing to call myself a liar because I did figure out how to do it. I have a video for that, but I'm going to show you how to do it here. I'm going to take these, this extreme, where this, I'm going to make it to where this is going to satin stitch a little better, and it's not going to look quite as neat, but it is what it is. Make that straight. And make that one straight too. I think we can satin stitch this. Don't want to satin stitch where it's coming back. That's the thing that's going to mess us up. Pull that on around. Okay, let's do something like that. That's going to make it stitch a little better. It's still got a neat look to it. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. So we're gonna no fill, stroke, and what we're gonna need to do is when you do a satin stitch, you need lines on both sides with rungs down the middle, rails, rungs. We can use the outline of a fill to be the rails. I'm gonna break that, and then we're gonna slightly separate those. They're still gonna come down to kind of a point. Then we need to take one of these. Well, we could actually do it in params now. I'm going to do it in params now. So we're just going to draw some, you know what I need to do? I need to figure out where that is. Okay, it's right there. Let's go ahead and make that its own group. We're going to go inside this group. We're going to draw inside this group with that path. So that, and then we have broken it apart. We need to break it apart down here too. So I'm going to break that there, pull that over, and select it, delete it, select it, delete it. Okay, so now we have two lines. We're going to break apart those two lines with path, break apart. Now we have two paths, two lines. We need to select one of those. We can do it in the params, but I'm going to feel better doing it old school and doing it now. Path, reverse. Now they're both running in the same direction. Now, inside of that group, we're going to draw some rungs. And of course, it's not going into the group. Okay, that's fine as long as I know which ones it is. Okay, so started with path 5. That one. Drop those down in there. Grab all these. Control K. Extensions, Inkstitch, params. Try it again. Extensions, Inkstitch, params. Satin column, custom satin column. And there is our nice look satin stitch tail. Party. Hit apply and quit. And I did that from a fill. So that's a neat little trick. Sometimes you can use it. Usually works pretty good. Neat little trick. Alrighty. I'm going to pop that out. Exit group. exit group. I'm using the wrong one. Pop selection out of group. There we go. I'm going to put that back into that same group it was in. Okay. You know what? I should. Instead of doing that, I'm going to put that into that satin stitch. I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it inside the satin stitch. Okay. Yep. Just like that. So now, theoretically, this G7 path is all fill. And this one is all satin stitch. Well, it's going to be satin stitch. So I need to take everything else that I did earlier. We're going to go extensions, Inkstitch, satin tools, convert line to satin. Boom. Grab that tail that we made so that it adds to it. Extensions, Inkstitch, satin tools, auto wrap satin columns. Boom. Yeah, it's going to take a little longer. It's got a lot to think about here. Close. And we should be complete. Let's check it out. Inkstitch. Let's do a quick troubleshoot. See if there's any issues. Yep, we have something. Where you at? Right there. Unconnected. Okay. All that is I'm gonna take that troubleshoot away. Delete. Let's select that nose. Select the nose. Extensions, Inkstitch, fill tools, break apart. Do another troubleshoot. Extensions, Inkstitch, troubleshoot objects. All shapes are valid. We no longer have any errors. We should have a pretty decent looking stitch out. We're probably going to be a little bit all over the place because I didn't do any setting up layers, what should be next and what should be next. We'll just check it out. Oh, you know what I need to do? Get started. Okay, close that out. I need to go back into that G1 layer, go to fill, set the opacity back up. There we go. And that won't, as far as I know, that doesn't affect the actual stitching, but makes me feel better. Now let's go into the realistic preview. And, oh, full speed ahead. Yep, not too bad. Bad. Few jump lines in there needs to be taken care of, but yeah, not bad. Tail is this exquisite. Yeah, not bad. I'm going to send this back. When you get it, open it up, do a file, save as, whatever embroidery file you need. And this is all yours to do as you need. And other than that, for everybody else, as always, thanks for watching.